Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is going to be an all signs reading. I'll have everything timestamped in the comments below. Check out your sun, your moon, your rising, and Venus placements for additional messages. Private readings are available down below. And let's get into it. Starting off with Aries. Happy birthday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful birthday season. Let's see what's coming towards you. For Aries, sun, moon, rising, Venus placements, show me clearly. What is going on with Aries? Ooh, things are getting a little tense. We got a lot of planets in Aries or moving into Aries. So things are getting a little spicy, okay? So brace yourself. Honesty, truth bombs, a little bit of awkwardness, a little bit of some tension, but it's all being cleared. There's a de-escalation here, Cosmic Egg. There is a door that's closing. This is something that you've been highly anticipating. This is something that you have been kind of hyper fixating on. Okay. This is showing here at the bottom, we have the wolf, you taking some sort of lead, or you could be initiating whatever this change is, or whatever. You're being pushed, Aries. You're being pushed to change your situation, to bring movement, basically, is what I'm seeing here. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but you've been here before. You've been here before. Familiar territory. I'm hearing, like, don't overthink it, you're gonna do great. Don't overthink it, you're gonna do great. Okay. Show me clearly what's going on with Aries. What's coming towards Aries. Three of Swords reversed. There's a release taking place. The Queen of Cups, and then the Star reversed. Okay. We also have the Fool in the reverse at the bottom. So there's that hesitation here. There's a little bit of that wavering or a little bit of that doubt. Something here you're working through releasing, and it is bringing up a lot of intense emotions, things that maybe you've suppressed, or you've been biting back your tongue. If this is involving you and other people or another person, it's like there's some sort of suffering here, suffering in silence, or wanting to maintain the peace, but this isn't working anymore. This isn't in alignment with you. This Three of Swords in reverse is where we're feeling the push, the urge, the pull to be direct, to confront something. It could get a little ugly or dramatic, a bit intense. This is like the acceptance, though, that you're finally uncovering. You're finally reaching this level of surrender, but it's like emotionally dramatic. It's so, I'm not laughing at you, but this seems very dramatic, very intense, and it's like maybe this is where you are recognizing that you had been wearing a mask, or you have been pretending, or trying to tell yourself, oh no, this is fine, this is okay, this is acceptable, this is all right. But like deep down, you have been neglecting your need, or you have been accepting breadcrumbs even. Fool reverse, Knight of Pentacles reverse. I think my deck is actually upside down. It is. Okay. Let me pull like outcome vibe. Let's get a little bit of a outcome here. Okay. Oh wow, Hierophant just flipped itself in the reverse. So this could be talking about you taking an alternate path, or this can talk about breakup, separation, an end of a contract for some of you, but this is like taking an alternate approach. You might be quitting a job. You might be selling a house. There's something that you could be, well, you're overcoming this. You're definitely overcoming this. Is my deck upside down still? Yeah, okay. Let's try again. What's the outcome for Aries? Give me an outcome for Aries. It flips itself in the reverse. It literally did. Three of Wands reverse. Okay, let's get one more. For the outcome for Aries. Why are they all in the reverse? Oh, it's the Four Cups reverse. So I will take it in this side versus upright. I'll take it this side. It's more positive, more optimistic. Opportunist is what I'm hearing. There will be some sort of new discovery. So yeah, because you're walking down this path, you're taking this alternate path. It's foreign to you. It's unknown territory. It's going against the grain. This is where we're, you know, on hyper alert, hyperactive, trying to be cautious, aware, careful, not to slip, not to fall, not to, in case there's any danger, right? Like you're definitely trying to protect yourself and go about this wisely, go about this with a lot of caution, I would say. But the thing is, what you don't expect, what's coming towards you, there's something that's going to provide you with a lot of pleasure, or like a reward, I would say. There's some kind of reward because of the energy that you've been putting in, because of your actions, by you leading with love, or I'm seeing that maybe this is you could be at a crossroad in terms of a relationship, Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You're at a crossroad here, and you have the final say or the final verdict of, like, you have the balls in your court, basically. So whatever you end up choosing or deciding, seems like you're gonna come out here fulfilled, and yeah, you're gonna be quite pleased. So a little bit of a ripply way through, but at the end of all this, you're pleased, you're satisfied. Whew, it's behind you. So that is what I got for you, Aries. Let me know how it resonates, and make sure you check out your other placements. I love you. See you later. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what's going on with you, what's coming towards you, and what you need to know right now for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Let's see what the vibes are looking like. Show me clearly. We got the turtle, we have the vulture, and also the rabbit. So there's this slow clearing, there's this slow unraveling, there's this slow releasing that's taking place. Even the bat at the bottom, earthworm, bee, there's something that you're actively putting a lot of energy, effort, you've been dedicated towards. There's this new approach, or there's this new cycle, there's new energy in the air. There seems to be this transition that you're in the middle of, and there's a lot of like adapting and having to be on top of business, and structure and time management's a really big thing. You do need to look out or be aware of burnout or like overexerting yourself. I am seeing like you're quite busy. You got a lot of moving pieces. I want to say for this month, especially as we get closer to your birthday season, we have the turtle, which was your first card out, which is normally like a slow, steady, taking your time, feeling things out. There's also like the need for you to rest or prioritize your well-being, your peace. There's something you could be protecting yourself from or distancing yourself from, just because like the shell, I feel like there's like armor that you could be wearing. Maybe you're feeling vulnerable. There's some form of vulnerability here with the rabbit. There's the energy of like either over analyzing something, overthinking, stressing yourself out. This is something that you're having to work through. With the vulture, is all about letting go and clearing and releasing. There's something here that you're having to like detach from, and there's something about this transition, maybe just because it's really slow, it's like freaking you out. Or there's like a level of just getting in your head about these changes that are taking place, and you're like, I just don't know if I have enough time, or how can I do all this, like I got this deadline, I gotta fit this all in. You tell me you could be moving as well. I don't know why I'm getting that vibe, but I am. Some of you might be moving. Maybe that's why you have a deadline. You have until a certain date to pack up all your shit and get the heck out. But let's see what's going on, what's coming towards Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly. What's coming towards Taurus? Okay. Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. We also have a Three of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords at the bottom. Finding a solution to whatever your problems or challenges are. This is good. Page of Swords can represent news, information, a conversation that you have. This may be a text message that comes through, or a phone call, or just something that you may find out online, but it's information that's important and it's valuable. It actually gives you this key to expand, or brings in more stability. It actually brings in more confidence. So whatever it is that you were like in your head or stressing yourself out about, or, you know, something that was taking a while to get off the ground, you are accessing information, or you're now receiving a new perspective that helps carry you towards achieving whatever this goal is or whatever that you're trying to succeed at. And I really see you flourishing. Like Eight of Wands in the Page of Swords, you do have good news coming in. There could be something about either your job, about a project. There's some sort of investments that's making its way back to you. Okay, so this is good. This is very favorable, good energy for your business in terms of even communicating and making plans with other people. I'm seeing some things coming up about travel as well. You might be taking a trip in the near future. Maybe it's a business trip. At the bottom, we do have the Three of Cups to the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So the way this came out, it actually was like this on the table. It does look like there might be a few people you're disassociating yourself from, or you might be distancing yourself from. Maybe you're seeing them as a bad influence, or maybe you're feeling judged or lack of support. Whatever the reason is, you have your logic, you have your facts, and you know, you're just, it's black and white kind of situation. Like you're looking at it for what it is, not what it used to be or what it could have been. So I do see a level of detachment here. I do see here as well, there might be a friend or someone that's asking you for money, or you might be asking somebody for money. There might be some sort of agreement that you make. Just make sure that, you know, cross your T's, dot your I's, so that you're not being taken advantage of. I'm also seeing if you've been feeling a little bit lonely or detached from your relationships or connections, you have opportunity in the near future to you know, reconnect and get back out there into the world. If you felt a bit detached or locked away, this is your chance to mingle, okay? So that's what I got for you, Taurus. Let me know if it resonates, and I'll see you later. Hey, Gemini, let's see what's coming towards you, what you need to know right now for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Let's see what's coming towards Gemini. What's coming towards Gemini? Okay. We have the rabbit, the camel, and the black egg. There's something that's in the air that could be making you feel a little bit antsy. Maybe there's a situation you feel kind of powerless, or it's out of your hands. You may not have full control over how others may react or respond to you, or something you have to say. Like there's something coming up about the truth, or expressing your truth, or being in your truth, being honest, being authentic. You might be somebody in the public eye, or you may have some sort of platform, or just whoever you are, you have this very strong voice and you are not to be silenced. And I feel like with the camel, you're very used to being alone or being on your own 2 feet, or like, I mean, camels, they got 4 feet, but like you're very independent and well off, and you're not afraid to like march to the beat of your own drum. But there is something, maybe you intimidate somebody, to be honest. If we're looking at this, the rabbit's afraid of the camel. So either this could be representing you being afraid to branch out or be on your own 2 feet, or doing something solo for the first time, or maybe it's not the first time, maybe it's the 10th time, 100th time, but there's something that you're going to be doing in the near future that pushes you out of your comfort zone. And initially you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't like this, or this feels awkward, this feels weird. And you kind of want to pull yourself back into the old or what's familiar, but there's this stronger truth that is like vibrating within you, being like, nope, but I have to do this, or nope, but I'm going to do this, even though it feels a little weird. I'm going to push myself. That's the energy I'm seeing you're stepping into. And if there's a need for you to have a conversation or be direct about something that's been on your mind, you're doing it, but in a more level stated. Don't do it when you're in the rabbit mode where you're overthinking and you're stressing and you're feeling extremely sensitive and emotional. We want to approach this truth or this conversation from a more grounded, neutral perspective. That's what the camel is. Someone who's able to really remain in neutral flow, not too high, not too low, like just in the middle. Okay. And then we even have the elk at the bottom, which is more that groundedness, that calmness, that certainty, that confidence, but it's like unwavering. So let's see what's coming towards Gemini. Show me clearly. What's coming towards Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. 10 of Pentacles, your first card out. 4 of Cups, and then the 7 of Wands reverse. So what's happening here? Because I am seeing we go from very stable, grounded, abundant, secure. There might be multiple people that are surrounding you or that you're dealing with, or this could be talking about your home, family. This could talk about your work or your community, but there's like a lot of people or a lot of energies that maybe you feel judged by, or maybe you feel like 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups, like not fulfilled, or there's something that's lacking. Something that's missing. You're taking a look at what's going on around you. You're like, what's lacking? What am I not doing right? Or what am I doing wrong? There's some sort of imbalance. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. You might be spending a lot more money lately, or in the near future, you might be just spending money because you're bored, buying things because you're bored, or just out of impulse. Maybe watch your spending. I'm not telling what to do, but that 6 of Pentacles reverse, a little bit reckless, a little bit careless. Maybe this is where you're questioning, like, maybe I shouldn't have made that purchase, or, you know, you're like looking at something that is in the tangible world, a 3D world, and you're like, I don't know if this really was a right move or the right decision, or you're like questioning, what are you questioning here? What you questioning? Other people's opinions might be getting in the way of yours, or it's like having some sort of influence on how you're showing up or how you feel about yourself. Let me see the 7 of Wands reverse for Gemini. Look at it, fell out on the 10 of Pentacles. It is King of Swords reverse. So it's other people's judgments that's getting in the way of yours, and it's because you care a lot about these people's perspectives, or you know you have this strong emotional connection to, or you care, right? And so it is blinding you, or it is getting in the way of your truth, your perception. So it's like you could be questioning, like, should I even confront this? Should I even speak up about this? Should I even address whatever this is? Or, you know, there's some part of you that's having trouble seeing beyond. Let's see, Ace of Cups, the Sun, 2 of Pentacles. Like, there's some part of you that is struggling with being vulnerable or exposing your truth. Like, there's this level of wavering, or you keep changing your mind. You're like, should I not? Well, let's see, should you or should you not? I mean, I would say you should be speaking your truth. People don't have to accept it or agree with it. Your truth is your truth. But what do we have? Ace of Pentacles reverse, Death, and the King of Pentacles. This does feel like a missed opportunity, kind of, but yet, although it's a missed opportunity, or there's not a whole lot you can gain from this, it doesn't change your foundation. It just shows you what you were worth, or shows you what you've always been capable of. There's something going on within you, Gemini Hermit. Some sort of inner reflection or realization, like whatever is truly meant for you, by you expressing your truth, or by you just being yourself, that is never going to turn away the things that are meant for you, that are in alignment with you. If it does in some way not work out, it was a blessing in disguise. So you might be looking at this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, being like, well, I wasn't going to gain anything from it anyways. This doesn't change me, but this, if anything, it strengthens me. Or not, why did I say strength? King of Pentacles and Death. Maybe this is just representing like a change in your physical reality, or maybe it's time to move in a different direction, or just like changes in your values, changes in what is important to you, what you give your energy to, what you react to, that sort of stuff. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Let me know if it resonates. I love you, and I'll see you later. Hi, Cancer. Let's see what is coming towards you and what you need to know right now for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What is coming towards Cancer in the near future? Whoa. We have the Fish, Dragonfly, the Swan, and the Fox. Okay. You're in between 2 different worlds, 2 different states, 2 different emotions. Just like there's this kind of wavering. There's this wavering. There's a lot of outside influence, a lot of outside noise, distractions, things that keep tugging and pulling at you, other people's energies, and your lens, your truth, how you perceive it's all changing instantly, constantly, every minute, every second, every day. Like there's just like this, it's like a lens that keeps focusing in and out of focus, in and out of focus. That's what this is giving the fish and the dragonfly. The dragonfly represents the truth, but how our emotions, right, because the alchemical symbol for water, how our emotions have a direct influence on how we perceive, how we respond, how we take in and absorb information, what we do with it, how we react, you know? And so the next card is the swan. So it's like we need to reflect. We need to find ways to channel this energy in a way that is grounded. Although, you know, swans, like they're in the water, but they do walk on land. But there's this need of self-reflection, or there's just something keeps getting mirrored back at you. It keeps like to observe what is being reflected in your reality, your inner state, and then the outer state, and seeing what's going on and what's being mirrored at you. If you don't like what's being mirrored at you, you need to change what's going on within. This is also a very creative energy. So take this time, whenever you come across this reading, use this time to create something or to finish that project that you started. You know, this is the time to really tap into your gifts and abilities that maybe you have been sleeping on, or you've been pushing to the side, or you keep saying, oh, I don't have the time for it, I don't feel inspired, I don't feel motivated. Just try, see how it goes. And then there is something being brought up about your relationships, your commitments. There could be some sort of connection here that is highlighted, or someone that's on your mind, someone who you may be, maybe you know, this whole like fluctuating and truth and how you feel, how do they feel, what's going on in this connect. Like there may be some sort of mirroring going on between you and another with the fox. Okay, fox brings in our commitments and our relationships to others. And yeah, maybe you're having a reunion in the near future with the hummingbird at the bottom. Okay. What else is coming towards Cancer? Show me clearly. What do my Cancerians need to know? What's coming towards Cancer? Okay. 6 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Let's get one more for Cancer. Queen of Wands, reverse. That fell out on the 2 of Cups. All right. We have Death, the High Priestess, and the 10 of Wands at the bottom. We have Scorpio and Pisces energy coming through. So first of all, 6 of Wands. This does bring in recognition, acknowledgement. You're receiving a lot of success and just like a lot of positive support around you, which is really great. Then the next card is the 2 of Cups. So this is where you and another, this could be a romantic partner, this could be a friend, this could be someone that's close to you, someone you have an emotional connection with. For some, why am I getting this is your manager? If this is like, if you're in public eye, or if you just have something maybe about your business, this could be a business connection for some of you. I don't know why I'm just getting that. But this is someone who is uplifting you, someone who recognizes you, somebody who sees you, supports you, cheers you on, and wants the best for you, and vice versa. It's exchange, right? You both feel that way for one another. Now, the one thing that I'm like, is that the Queen of Wands in the reverse flipped out on the 2 of Cups. So I feel that there might be a little bit of envy or a little bit of jealousy. Just a little bit. So I might pull a card on that just to get a little bit more information, but there is some sort of trickery. I always see this Queen of Wands reverse in this deck specifically. It kind of reminds me of the devil, right? We see these 2 bodies and they have like chains on them, and it reminds me of the devil. So there could be someone who's very controlling or jealous. There's an insecurity here. Before we clarify, because I'm not going to spend too much time, but before we get there, we have Death, the High Priestess, and the 10 of Wands. So a lot going on behind closed doors, a lot going on behind the scenes. Things that maybe you aren't aware of, but you can sense there's a feeling, there's a vibe in the air. Maybe it's a tone someone is speaking with, or, you know, it might not be so obvious, but your little spidey sense is kicking in and be like, I sense something's going on, or I sense that there's a shift, or there's an attitude there, there's an edge. Anyways, whatever this is that you're sensing, I do see a release. I do see an improvement from death and the Ten of Wands. There's like this heaviness or this density that's alleviating. Energetically speaking, there's this clearing or like a lifting. Yeah. Death, High Priestess, and Ten of Wands. It's like whatever that's changing is something you already had sensed or you were feeling before it happened. Ten of Wands, you might need to let something go. Let me just see. What's this Queen of Wands reverse doing here? Queen of Wands reverse. Oh, am I getting obsession? And then I'm looking at the eye. And it just makes me think of when I was a kid. And if I was lying, my mom would look at me in the eyes. She would take her glasses off. She would be like, look at me in the eyes and tell me the truth. And it's like, I can't lie. Like, you know, she could see through it. It's like the eyes are the window to the soul. There's something about someone's eyes or the way you can tell if someone's being truthful is through their body language or through their eyes. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. Why is the Queen of Wands reverse here for a Cancer? Some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. There's like there's a Fool, Aries. Why is the Queen of Wands reverse here? I don't want to spend too much time to clarify, but Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Wands reverse. Five of Cups. Six of Swords. Someone who really wants to turn a situation around, or right now is not ideal. Someone wants better for themselves, and maybe they're comparing their life to yours, and they feel like you have inspired them to change their life, but at the same time they're comparing the differences or comparing like your lifestyle and where you're at in your journey and your career and your relationships and your home, and they're comparing their life and everything going on. That there seems to be like a comparison going on here, but in a way it's like inspiring this person to take action or like do something about it. But there's like a level of disappointment, or someone here feels like a letdown. So if you're sensing someone's feeling a little bit weird towards you, that might give you insight as to why. But yet I do see that this is someone who's wanting to break out of their ways, okay? Okay, Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take some time, but I think this person's got it. So I'm going to leave your reading here, Cancer. Let me know if it resonates. Yeah. Check out your other placements. I'll see you later. Stay blessed. Hi, Leo. Let's see what's coming towards you, what you need to know right now. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement. Show me clearly what's coming towards Leo. What's coming towards Leo? We got the Lamb. There we go. The Lamb, the Fox, the Rabbit, and the Peacock. There's this... Something's under a magnifying glass. I immediately am getting that with the Rabbit and the Peacock, because the Peacock's like observing, watching, low-key kind of judging a little bit, and the Rabbit's just like, did I do something wrong? Like, do I have lipstick on my teeth? Like, do I have something in my teeth? Like, what's going on? Like, the Rabbit, either this is you observing a situation or observing yourself under a magnifying glass and be like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have said that. Maybe I should have done this, that. Like, there's an energy of just like awkwardness, but just like it's stewing. It's just stewing. It's not really seeming to go anywhere. It's not increasing. It's not decreasing. It just is. Okay. And then we have the Lamb and the Fox. So Lamb is a very quiet, subtle, like it's very hush hush. Like, I don't know if this is representing a relationship where there's some silence or distance, or it's like something you shouldn't have to verbalize or explain. It should just be obvious. That's kind of with this energy. I'm not saying that it should be, but that's this energy with the Fox. Fox represents like our relationships, our commitments, our connections with other people, loyalty as well. With the Lamb, it's like that unspoken rule or that unspoken respect, or just like the unspokenness, something that doesn't need to be verbalized. And so it's like someone's just kind of like observing, watching, and be like, I see you. I watch what you're doing. I'm seeing what you're doing. I don't know if I approve of it. Or something like that. It feels weird. And then we have the Nightingale at the bottom. So is someone speaking the fuck up? Someone communicating? Is someone, because this is a card of truth and expression and pushing through the fear, being brave or being bold, courageous. Oh, very bold indeed. We have the Panther underneath the Nightingale, so it's quite sharp or it's quite blunt. Eagle, and it's gonna bring in some change. So, okay, all right. Let's pull a few tarot cards on this. What's coming towards Leo? So, yeah. Let's see. Leo, what's going on? What's coming towards Leo in the near future? Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands reversed. 44 might be relevant. Maybe that's your age. And the Fool. Emperor, Knight of Swords, Three of Pentacles at the bottom. You could be connecting with an Aries. We got double Aries as well as Aquarius. So we go from this Four of Pentacles, which is the energy of like showing restraint, holding back, clinging on. This is also kind of like an energy of being in power, being in control, like dominating, like having the upper hand in a situation. But then the next card is a Four of Wands reverse, which is where we're experiencing things that maybe weren't what we had in mind or what we had envisioned. It's things going against, or not against, well, you might say it's going against you, but it's like not going according to a plan. It's like something's being swept away, and the more that you cling on to it, the more it's leaving, or the more it's changing. Four of Wands reversed to the Fool. I guess this is saying you need to be adaptable to these changes taking place. Even though it might make you feel a little awkward or intimidated, you're having to like really observe your circumstance or observe your surroundings. And again, like there's this, what did we say at the beginning of this? Unspoken word, or this inner knowing. This, because this is also a card of intuition. It's like you have this inner knowing that you just need to continue to listen and follow. And I see you could be holding yourself back from doing that. At the bottom, we have the Emperor, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. However this situation unfolds, it definitely looks like there's going to be progress being made in a way that is quite quick, but it's from you, or it's from a place or a position where you are in your strength and you're in your confidence and you're able to just like, you know, you're moving swiftly, right? Before you were kind of resisting it, before you were like, this isn't how it should be. But then the more you kind of like lean into it, it seems to flow smoother. And now you're actually seeing improvements being made, or like there's a shift that's taking place for the better. Some sort of collaboration or teamwork you can expect if you and someone maybe aren't seeing eye to eye. But now it's like something has been like forwarded, sent out. Like I'm seeing that something is now starting to, there's starting to be movement in a new direction. Let me see this Fool. Hold on. I'm at the Fool. Yeah, I feel like you're being pushed down a different direction than what you had anticipated. And initially you might have resisted it, or you might have been like, oh God. But let me see the Fool. Five of Wands. Yeah, like see, you were resisting this. You were like, nah, I don't want this. This is what I wanted. Or, you know, maybe there's conflict, misunderstandings, arguments with other people. It's showing here justice is being served, or like this is happening for a bigger reason, but y'all are just resisting it. Ten of Pentacles. Maybe it's fighting over money. What the heck is going on? Fighting over money, inheritance, estate, properties, the Sun, Leo energy. I'm also getting a message of like, you can't please everybody. It's not your job to be a people pleaser or like make everybody around you happy. Magician reverse. There's something here that you could be questioning, this new direction, right? Again, this is whatever you're kind of resisting or holding yourself back from. I see you're kind of second guessing this, and maybe it's just because of outside influence or outside noise or other people telling you what you shouldn't do, and it's just like making you question this next page, chapter. But Deep down, you know what you gotta do. You gotta trust yourself. So we have the Sun, the Four of Cups, Nine of Swords. You just gotta get out of your head and push through. Even if you don't have all the information or all the facts, you just gotta, I'm hearing you just gotta wing it. You just gotta wing it, okay? The path will unfold. The direction will become more clear as you take even just baby steps, okay? I will leave your reading here, Leo. Let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you later. Have a blessed day. Hi, Virgo. Let's see what's coming towards you, what you need to know right now. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly. We have the Lamb. Dude, Leo had those two cards come out. I shuffled this deck like crazy off camera. And we're getting the same cards. And the Owl, okay. It came out over here. Stingray, you do have some sort of decision or crossroad in the near future, but you are needing to really lean into that backbone of yours. Okay, we have two cards that talk about your intuition, your inner knowing, having to really hone into that inner voice. What is your inner gut trying to tell you? Your higher self's trying to communicate a message to you, but you need to listen. You need to observe. I'm hearing observe the observer. Yeah, like right now, there's something you have to become more aware of. Being more practical is also what I'm getting from this. We got double air energy over here. Needing to look at the facts, needing to see things for what it really is. There's this inner knowing that you have. Don't doubt it. Don't second guess it. Stingray, Cobra, reverse, the rabbit. See, there's this wavering, or there's this second guessing, and I'm seeing even Cobra reverse. I don't normally read the animal cards reverse, but Cobra talks about expansion, releasing, learning, growing, evolution. This in the reverse tells me that there's a bit of resistance, right? And why is there resistance? Because you're over analyzing or overthinking, or you're having trouble hearing your higher self at this moment. Okay, let's pull a few tarot cards on this. Fool just flipped itself. Okay, so some sort of new beginning. It's out of your comfort zone. It's something that is starting right now or in the near future. New adventures. Strength. Let's get one more for Virgo. I almost want to call you Capricorn for some reason. We have the Hierophant and also the Five of Wands. I am seeing that there's a bit of a challenge here. Four of Cups, Knight of Swords, Justice. Okay. Things definitely going to turn around in your favor, but there does seem to be a little bit of an obstacle here. So here we have the Fool. Got this new start, new beginning, whatever this could be for you. It might be a new job, it might be a new relationship, or just like overall new phase in your life. And with this new beginning, it does require a lot of patience, a lot of consistency. You're having to really support yourself through this transition, right? Something tells me with Strength that this isn't the most seamless or the easiest transition. This is something that is kind of challenging. And then the next cards we have is the Hierophant, which is our new commitments, contracts. Some of you, this could be representing a business contract or even like a romantic. This can talk about marriage. Maybe you're having marriage problems, right? Five of Wands and the Hierophant. It just seems five of Wands is conflict. Conflict, chaos, competition. You may feel like you have to compete to stand out, to be chosen. If you're trying to get a new position in your job or a new job, it's like there seems to be a lot of competition or challenge, conflict. And it's not so seamless. But going back to these animal cards, going back to them, gotta continue to hone in, listen to the inner voice. You know, your inner voice is saying, just stick it out, okay? It is gonna get better. Even if it doesn't seem like it right now, push through the discomfort, growing pains. It's like, you feel the burn, you're working out, you build up that muscle, getting stronger each and every time. Building up that endurance, building that strength. So again, Four of Cups to the Knight of Swords to Justice. Initially, this is kind of similar to Leo's reading, by the way. Initially, your reaction is kind of like, oh, I don't know if I like this. This is not really bringing me that much enjoyment or that much pleasure. I'm kind of feeling stuck or a bit bored, stagnant. This isn't really fulfilling. That's going to change, okay? I'm seeing this situation is going to be balancing out. There is some sort of justice that is being served. And yeah, I see the situation improving for the better. Okay. So just got to push through. It's going to change like that. Like, boom. You blink your eyes, boom. Completely change for the better. So gotta just keep pushing through. Trust yourself. Trust the process. All right, my friend. That is what I got for you. Have a blessed day, and also let me know if it resonates. Libra, let's see what's coming towards you, what you need to know right now. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, show me clearly what's going on. For Libra, you got the Earthworm, the Rabbit, and the Cobra. Why is everybody getting the Rabbit? The Rabbit's been showing up a lot in this set. Or not even the set, but this video, this entire process of doing these readings. The Rabbit's been showing up like 3 or 4 times already. So, Earthworm, new cycle, new beginning, head start, starting fresh, starting early. Maybe there's something changing about your day-to-day routine. Maybe you're waking up a little bit earlier. I just get like that saying of early bird gets the worm. But why do you feel like you're running out of time? Have you ever set an alarm for maybe it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever. And you're sleeping and you wake up and you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to be late. But it's like you open your eyes and it's like there's still like a couple hours left. It's like 2 a.m. I sleep at 2 a.m. What am I saying? But it's like, you like wake up, you're like, oh, I have extra time. Like, what am I so stressed about? There's this energy of like, oh, I'm going to be late, or oh, I'm going to miss the bus, or oh, like there's an energy of overanalyzing, overthinking. You are growing a lot. You're being pushed out of your comfort zone. Big time. Big time. Observe your thoughts. Observe your inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself? If you're starting something new, if this is a new job, a new position, a new skill, just something new to you, it's going to take a lot of trial and error. So don't beat yourself up if you don't get it right off the bat, or if you're not good at it the first time or first 5 times. Just keep going. Keep trying. Dolphin also at the bottom, which is a card of celebration and pleasure and fun and a lot of play. So maybe you're just a little bit too serious right now. A little bit serious. Okay. What's coming towards Libra? Magician, first card out. What's coming towards Libra? This is specific. What's coming towards Libra? 3 of Wands. Oh, Devil fell out on the Magician. 2 of Swords reversed. 3 of Pentacles. 6 of Cups at the bottom. Okay, so first of all, Magician. Nice. Everything that you want, everything that you need, you got it. You get to say, however it plays out, you have a say in this. You have an important role. Okay, you might be somebody who is working with other people. There might be multiple people that are connected to certain plans that you're in the process of making. There might be like 3 people or more. The thing is like the Devil came out with the Magician, so there's something about struggling with giving up control or letting others take the lead, perhaps. Or if it's reverse, where you're used to others leading you, you're having to initiate, or you're having to be the one to take the reign. And maybe that's something you're not used to and you don't enjoy. Having to be the leader. So that is something that you're having to overcome. There's the Devil and the Magician. A bit of a manipulative energy. Either you are or someone around you is. It is also giving like my way or the highway. So check yourself if that's you. My dog just barked, so take that as confirmation. You just want something to go everything according to your plan. It's like, I get just like over controlling energy from this, to be honest. Bottom, we have the 2 of Swords in reverse, which is where we're having doubts. So we're second guessing, we're questioning. Maybe there's things that are happening outside of us, outside of our control. And we're like, wait, no, maybe not this. Oh no. Like There's this level of questioning. Did I make the right choice? Did I do the right thing? It's like you're trying to walk on a balance beam, but you're kind of losing your balance, losing your shit. Two of Swords reversed to the Three of Pentacles. You may also be struggling with balancing just like multiple things all at once. You could be juggling a lot of different situations, responsibilities, things going on in your mind, things coming up from your past. You're trying to also rekindle something from your past for some of you, or there's even like an energy of like just healing from your past self or past pains. Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. You might even be reuniting with an old friend or someone that you grew apart from. There may be a rekindling, or there's something coming up about the past, like blast down memory lane sort of thing. But you could be questioning, like, should I be doing this? Should I be giving more energy to this? I feel like I've been here before. I'm getting deja vu. So I guess even with the Magician, the Devil, be mindful of repeating past cycles, past patterns, addictive ways, behaviors, obsessions even. Okay? All right. That's where I'm gonna leave your reading. So let me know how it resonates, and be sure to check out your other placements. I appreciate you. Love you, Libra. Scorpio, let's see what's coming towards you and what you need to know right now for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly. What's going on for Scorpio? What's coming towards Scorpio? Ooh, we got the Phoenix. We have the Owl. And also the Fish. Okay, so there's like a lot of potent energy that's around you right now. Look, we even have your energy at the bottom, Scorpion. A lot of powerful, intense, and even dramatic energy that you could be feeling. There's a shift taking place. And I feel like energetically speaking, spiritually wise, just like your vibration seems to be going through an ascension process. But there is a little bit of like a wavering, or like 2 steps forwards, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, 1 step back. Like there does seem to be a questioning of things, or even outside circumstances that could be having a direct influence on how you feel, how you show up, how you interact with others. And the owl represents our inner wisdom and our intuition, and seeing things beyond the physical, seeing things with our mind's eye, visualizing, affirming, working our magic, manifesting, right? But there does seem to be a little bit of a push-pull dynamic. Now, Fish sometimes says we just need to be more present, and to not get so caught up in like the long-term future, but to be more in the now. That might just be your gateway out of this. We have Scorpion, Elephant, and the Eagle at the bottom. A little bit of a blocked energy, a little bit stuffy, a little bit stunted, not for long. Or I see like a overcoming of some sort of blockage here. It's kind of like you reach this point where you're just, I'm sick of this. I've had enough. I'm not going to continue doing this. I'm not tolerating this. I'm fucking over this. I'm going to do something different. And by you doing that, you're going to come out very happy, very pleased. But yeah, I'm seeing underneath the otter fire ants. So again, a level of like irritation or frustration, but it's pushing you towards making necessary changes so that you can be thriving, living your best life, and feeling your best self. So what else can you tell Scorpio? Excuse me, my throat feels a little dry now. What's coming towards Scorpio? Show me clearly. King of Swords. Strength. What's coming towards Scorpio? Four of Cups. Okay. Bottom. 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, well. King of Swords. Very logical. Very practical. Truthful, very honest. You might need to also have a conversation with somebody, or the need to speak up about something, okay? But you're having to analyze, you're having to look at the facts, you're having to really use your discernment here and hold your strength, hold your freaking fort down. Putting your foot down is also something I'm getting from this. Strength in the King of Swords, asserting yourself, setting a boundary, being disciplined. Very strict energy that I'm getting from this. Four of Cups. Okay. So strength in the Four of Cups. It may be hard to be optimistic right now, or I feel like you're just being very practical. You're not looking at the glass half full, half empty. You're just being like, it's a glass, it's got some water in it. It could have more, it could have less. Like you're just, I guess you could say you're being a realist here. Strength in the Four of Cups. In order to make a change in this situation, it is going to require you to do something, to push yourself. There's a choice that you're in the process of making, or you're weighing out options right now. But at the moment, it doesn't matter which option or which path, both feel like shit. With the Three of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and Three of Swords, like, well, this would hurt and that would hurt. So what the fuck? Like, so I see you're not actually making any decision. For Pentacles, I see you actually holding back, but even that is painful itself. You may also be holding on to some sort of pain, or there's like some kind of suffering that you're going through. You have an Ace of Cups also underneath the Four of Pentacles. So you might even be like holding back your love, and even that could be excruciating or painful, because it's like you want to give your love, you want to show your affection, but you feel like I can't, or I feel like I shouldn't, or I feel like triggered, like, okay. Well, change is happening. Phoenix is saying you got to get grounded as best as possible. Going through some growing pains, Scorpio. But all will be well. Got to just ride out the waves. And probably leaning into that King of Swords mode. Detachment is your best friend in this scenario. And your patience, right? Your strength, your patience, and even challenging your beliefs. Things are going to change. What goes down comes back up. Remember that, okay? That is where I'm going to leave your reading, Scorpio. I love and appreciate you. I will see you later. Stay blessed. Sagittarius, let's see what's coming towards you, what you need to know right now for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly what's going on with Saggy. What's coming towards Sagittarius? Show me clearly. We have the elk coming in. We have the hummingbird and the sea serpent. Buffalo, fox. Okay, so you're in a very grounded energy, Saggy. Very headstrong, very focused and determined. This is nice. You could even be taking on some sort of more responsibility in your day-to-day life or your routine or your job. But you're a very important person, very important. And there's something you're returning to here with the hummingbird, or there's an energy of replenishment. But there could even be someone that's returning to you, and there's healing taking place, or there's going to be some sort of like heart-to-heart conversation. Maybe this was a feminine energy here, but I'm seeing something, I can't speak. Something coming up over the next couple of days that's going to be very healing and uplifting and just bringing you back down to earth. It's just very grounded. It just feels comforting. It's like easing your mind or easing something you could have been ruminating on or emotional about, right? Buffalo, fox, and the mouse. At the bottom, this is basically whatever bumps, lumps, hurdles that have been in your path lately, whether this is just personal stuff or if this is involving you and other people, things that have been outside of your control that you can't really change, or things you have to really surrender to. The mouse always says to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, right? Buffalo's energy of overcoming these obstacles. So everything's gonna work itself out. It always does. It always will. All is gonna be all right. All is gonna be great. And what's coming towards Sagittarius? What's coming towards Sagittarius? Ace of Cups. The Fool, and the Queen of Swords. Knight of Cups, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, also at the bottom. Okay, so things, endings, new beginnings. Okay, so let's actually talk about what's ending right now. So here we got a Knight of Cups. This could be representing you or someone that you have a lot of love for, something or someone you got love for, but there is something that's changing. 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. There's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of heaviness, there's a lot of intensity. Someone could be carrying a lot of guilt, or maybe someone's made some mistakes here, either you or someone else, or everyone's made mistakes. Let's be fucking real. That there seems like there's, okay, here, look, we even have a 9 of Cups. There's like this wish fulfillment for things to improve or things to get better. Like, you know, you may have hit rock bottom, or a situation really just was not moving in your favor. It's just showing there's like a reset going on here. We have Ace of Cups, new beginning in terms of your relationships, love, healing, and emotional expression. The Fool as well. So taking a leap of faith and following your heart. But Queen of Swords is here to use her discernment. She's loving with reason. She gives, I would read this as like conditional love. She's loving, but with boundaries. She loves, but she respects herself. And so she's being discerning of who/when to open up, to be vulnerable, when to share, when to withdraw. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So you have some adjustments being made with your relationships here. The Knight of Cups, you may love someone a lot, but there's some things that can't continue, or there's some things that are like, that's a red flag, or that's a deal breaker, or I'm seeing like this is weighing me down, XYZ. So Queen of Swords, if we move forwards, Ace of Cups and the Fool, we move forwards, we're gonna have to do it this way, or I'm asserting these boundaries and this structure, I'm disciplined here. No ifs, ands, or buts. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You know? It's like, you know, protecting and guarding your heart, being strong, but not taking shit, that sort of thing. All right, that's what I got for you, Saggy. Let me know how it resonates, and I will see you later. Have a blessed day. Hi, Capricorn. Let's see what's coming towards you, what you need to know right now. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, what's going on for Capricorn? What's coming towards Capricorn? Oof. Okay, Frog. The Whale. You got a lot of feels, a lot of emotions, and a big decision. You got triple water over here. Tiger also at the bottom. We bringing in a little bit of that fire, a little bit of that pizzazz, that intuition, and the inner knowing. But so kind of what I'm seeing right now is taking place is a lot of deep feelings bubbling up to the surface, and you could be feeling extremely sensitive, very overwhelmed, or just you are in need of some self-care, my friend. You really are needing to nurture yourself, prioritize yourself, rest, because whatever you're feeling, oh, it goes deep. It goes deep down below. Like, it's as deep as the ocean. Okay, your emotions, how fucking strong you're feeling, it's powerful, it's moving, it's intense, it's emotional. Yeah, and you have a big decision to make with the Stingray. Now, Stingray does say we need to lean into our backbone, we need to assert ourselves, and we may need to set boundaries, but that this decision not only could affect us, but other people involved, or it's going to have a ripple effect, okay? It's a significant crossroad. So that could be why you're feeling so emotional about this, right? You are really needing to connect with your intuition. Or the Tiger, this is divine feminine energy, but then we have the Elk, divine masculine energy. So needing to find the middle ground between our intuition, our creation, our imagination as well, masculine, our energy of taking action, what we protect, how we provide, how we fight, how we, how we make things happen. So it seems quite intense. Let's get some tarot on this and see what is coming towards you. Or I kind of get, what are you moving towards? Show me clearly. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. What do my Capricorns need to know right now Justice, first card out. What's going on for Capricorn? Seven of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Knight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, you might be dealing with a Libra, by the way. We got Libra energy over here. So there is a situation in your life where there is going to be justice. There is going to be some sort of balance brought into the situation. Things may be a little bit unbalanced right now, but you don't need to worry of how it's going to work out. Honestly, Seven of Cups, there's so many moving pieces. There's so much happening. There could be a lot of cloudedness or a lot of confusion, but there's a lot of opportunities that are going to open up. That's going to lead to a lot of freedom, independence, and just bringing you more confidence within yourself and the circumstance. It seems here, like if you're worrying about money, if you're worrying about your job, if you're worrying like just about the future, you don't need to worry so much. And I know it's easier said than done. It's not something you can just like flip off out of your brain. But this is saying you need to choose wisely of what you're focusing on or what you're directing your attention to. What are you planting seeds, like the foundation, you know? This says here, out of all the options that are available, out of all the possible paths that you may choose, you will choose the right one. There's no wrong choice here. And I think you need to choose yourself, right? Seven of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. You need to prioritize or choose yourself. Or when it comes to the choice, right? With Stingray, decision, crossroad, you got to keep yourself in mind. You need to prioritize you. Now, Four of Cups. This card's been coming up a lot throughout these readings. Oh my gosh, but the Four of Cups. So right now you may not feel super pleased or enthusiastic about where you're currently at, what your reality is showing you, what you're experiencing. It might not be the greatest. You could be feeling a little bit stuck, stale, stagnant, just like in this repetitive, same old shit, different day. Now, be also mindful of the attitude. Even when I said that, I was like, oh, I don't like that phrase. Cause like, what do you mean same old shit, different day? Every day is a blessing. Every day is beautiful. There's so much to be grateful for. You know, like mindset changes everything. So I even checked myself when I just said that. I was like, I don't really resonate with that, but okay. But you know, Four of Cups, it's not the most enjoyable of energy, but we can change our circumstances. We can change how we show up. And that's literally what's happening here, because we go from a Four of Cups to a Knight of Swords, where it's like, all right, let's snap out of it. Let's get it together. Let's pull ourselves out of the mud. Let's stop like moping around, feeling sorry for ourselves, or just, I don't know, let's not make excuses, okay? Knight of Swords, this can be where we have some sort of breakthrough with our mindset. Maybe there's news that comes in. Maybe it's a conversation you have, or maybe it's this reading. Who fucking knows? But it's just inspired action. Now, suddenly comes in. You're like, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to go here. I'm just going to do this thing. I'm going to reach out to this person. Whatever. The inspired action is, you do it. Knight of Swords to the Queen of Pentacles, which Queen of Pentacles is your energy. You're just getting back into flow, getting back into your zone, getting back to feeling like yourself, grounded, secure, confident. You're in creation mode. You might actually get a lot of inspiration to create. Maybe it's something to do with like hands-on projects, or like something that you're building, or I just see you're strength training, right? But we go from a Nine of Pentacles to a Queen of Pentacles. So you are leveling up. You are experiencing improvements. Don't underestimate yourself. And also, like, you could be overlooking how far you've come and how much progress that you've made. You are in the process of setting yourself free, and like free from whatever that's been holding you back, or free from these emotions that have been suppressed for so long. It's coming up to be cleared. Okay, so a bit of an emotional time for you, whoever I'm speaking to, but you got this, and you just gotta move with the energy, right? Emotions, energy in motion. Just move your body or something. Get this energy out so that it's not staying stuck, dormant, stagnant within you. Okay. That is what I got for you, Capricorn. Let me know how it resonates, and I will see you later. Stay blessed. Aquarius, what's up? Let's see what's coming towards you, what you need to know right now for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Show me clearly what's going on for Aquarius. Okay, we have the Peacock coming out. What's going on? What's coming towards Aquarius? We have the moth and the spider. Okay. Deer is also at the bottom. New beginnings. Spring has sprung. Divine feminine energy. Creation energy. Peacock is your first card out. So there's some sort of watching, observing, keeping a close eye on something or someone, but yet keeping your mouth shut. Or just like, there's something that you keep getting attracted to or pulled towards. It's like a moth to a flame, right? There's something here that keeps pulling at you or tugging at you. And even with the spider, it's like spider nest, spider web. And when the little bug flies into the web, the spider's alerted and it's like drawn towards it and it's gonna eat it. It's like there's something that you keep getting pulled towards for whatever reason. And it is illuminating something within you with the moth. Something's coming to light, or there seems to be like a transformation that's taking place. And you could even be like observing yourself and how much you've changed or how much something in your life has evolved or has grown. Sometimes the moth, though, is looking at things from a more pessimistic perspective rather than like optimistic. Or it's like you're just trying to find a quick, easy fix. But normally those are not permanent fixes. It's just like slapping a band-aid on a freaking super big wound that needs stitches, but like it doesn't solve the actual root of the problem. So spider represents like persistence, being consistent, and having to make an adjustment or doing things a bit of an alternate way or a different path. What is it that you're protecting yourself from? Spider is also like protection. Okay. Deer, what's underneath that? Hyena and dragon. Some of you using like humor as a way to cope with some sort of discomfort here. There is something that's like bubbling up to the surface though. I don't know what the heck this is, but we're gonna move on. Okay. What's coming towards Aquarius? Fool trying to flip out. Kind of ties in with the deer. What's coming towards Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, Empress reverse. Okay. And the Six of Cups. So there's like a stalemate or stagnant. So here we have the Fool, right? Fool is all about taking this leap of faith, moving into the unknown, taking a chance, jumping into something brand new with a new approach, like completely innocent, all that good stuff. But then we have the Empress reverse. It's almost like you keep getting pulled away, or it's like the life keeps getting sucked away, or there's like no energy, or there's something that keeps getting like squished. It's the past, right? Because the next card is the Six of Cups. So the past is holding you back, or it's like you're just stuck replaying a certain memory or experience, or you're just like stuck in the past. The past is what's pulling you away from the future, right? That's what this is saying. So even going back to peacock, moth, spider, what's holding you back? It's like instead of you being the spider, you're the bug that's getting caught in the web. The spider represents like your past self. It's like keeping you stuck in the past. How can you break free from that? You're gonna have to figure that out. At the bottom we have Justice, Eight of Swords. Okay, so this is all going on in the mental, right? And the Hermit. So Justice, Hermit, Virgo energy, Libra energy. We also have Taurus and Aries as well as you. We got a lot of major arcana here. Okay. Justice, everything is working out for you. This situation is not permanent. There is going to be a huge improvement, especially in terms of your mindset or like the fears, limited ways that you're looking at a situation. Right now, you may be having trouble seeing what's the solution. How am I going to break out of this? How am I, the past is haunting me. I can't seem to get away from it, or this keeps repeating, or I keep ending up here trying to start fresh, but yet I keep getting stuck back into whatever the fuck. So Justice and the Eight of Swords, you're having trouble seeing your way out. But you know what I'm getting? The only way out is in the Hermit, because that's all about self-reflection, going inwards, some shadow work, even healing, therapy, like definitely having to take a good look at how you are putting yourself in this position. It's mental. This is you. It doesn't seem like it's anything external from you. If it is, it's how you're perceiving it or how you're reacting to it, right? It comes down to you. There's an inner blockage here. Otherwise, you're going to find it just continue to show up again and again and again and again. It's going to just keep on looping. Okay, well, yeah, observe, keep your eyes on the prize. That's what I got for you, okay? That's where we're going to leave it. I will let you go. Stay blessed. Pisces, let's see what's coming towards you, what you need to know right now for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Show me clearly what is going on for Pisces. Messages for Pisces, please. Stingray. Capricorn also had that card come through. We also have the crocodile. Let's get one more for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. They gave me two more. The beaver and the frog. Capricorn also had the frog come through. So, crossroads, a very important decision to make. You're going to need some time to think about it, though. You're going to have to really sit, observe, and there's a lot to process, a lot to consider, a lot that's on the line. Whether or not you want to continue to keep putting energy into something or building something, or if it's time to let go, if it's time to release, if it's time to surrender and just let it be as it is. Frog and the beaver. You also could be overworking yourself, tired, just so drained. Maybe you're thinking about a change in your career path. You might need a break, though. You got two cards talking about rest, recuperation, healing, recovery, self-care. So yeah, a lot to consider, a lot to think about. You got a lot. All this is water, 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 water. So you're definitely in your element. There might even be something you need to communicate or express with the nightingale at the bottom. Conversation. I think it was gonna be positive though. Dolphin, otter. Ooh, nice. You might have some good news coming in the near future. It's gonna uplift you, or like it's gonna improve your mood if you've been feeling a little bit down in the dumps. Whether you have a reason for it or not, I see your mood improving. And I just saw the sun when I split the deck. So anyways, what's coming towards Pisces? What's coming towards Pisces? Show me clearly. Queen of Cups. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Hangman. Sun, here we have it at the bottom with Judgment and also the World. You got a lot of major arcana. 4 actually. Okay. 4 out of 6, quite a bit. Starting off with the Queen of Cups. You're showing up receptive, open, alert, loving, compassionate. Like you're in your flow. You're in your zone. I do get an energy of like either oversharing or overgiving, overextending though. Like you're really wanting to show your care, your love, or your affection, but it's showing up here, 6 of Pentacles, a little. I'm not saying it's too much, right? Because if someone says you're being too much, they can go fucking find less. But there is something that feels a little like careless, or even if it's about like your spending, like maybe you're making a purchase on something, it's an emotional outburst, like you're just like, fuck it, I feel this way, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be impulsive, I'm not gonna care. That's just how I feel, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this fucking thing. So 6 of Pentacles reversed with a Hangman. I mean, I just see like you're just giving, 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 and you're just like, whatever happens, happens. Like, I don't care, I surrender, whatever. But maybe this is a time to reevaluate where your imbalances are in your life, whether this is within a relationship, whether this is like overindulgence in some way, whether it's like, you know, food that you consume, substances, your phone, habits, just like whatever that you may be addicted to. Maybe this time to reevaluate a few things here. Or at least look at from a different angle. Maybe you're needing to save your money as well, or be more responsible with your investments. Who knows? But like something needs to be overlooked. Something you've been overlooking needs to be under review. Okay. It's for the best. It's for the best. The sun. This is a happy, celebratory, enjoyment, bringing in pleasure, bringing in fun, right? Always good to have a good time. Judgment's underneath that. So the sun with judgment, something's becoming clear to you. It's very obvious now. You see the truth. You see things for what it is. This is full awareness. So this is about yourself. It's about your spending problems. It's about oversharing, overstepping a boundary, giving so much and receiving breadcrumbs, like whatever it is that's being illuminated here. You're now recognizing, okay, I see that. I recognize this is something I need to work through. I need to change, or I need to end this, or I'm putting this to a stop. Okay. So you might even be like, I just keep getting back to like money for some reason. Do we have a lot of Queen, 6 of Pentacles. That's the only like materialistic card we have here. I don't know. I just get like you're just setting a limit and you're saying, all right, that's enough, or I'm done with this. I'm not going to continue on this path, or I've learned my lesson here. Even like too much sun, right? Too much fun in the sun, you can get sunburnt, sunstroke, right? And then you're like, shit, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to do that next time. Put on some sunscreen, sit in the shade, something like that. All right. Yeah, your perspective is changing though, quite a bit. It's quite a drastic change in your perspective. And I think it's necessary because again, there's something that's a bit out of balance or out of alignment. So just getting back into flow, getting back on track, however that looks like for you. All right. I'm going to leave your reading here, Pisces. Let me know how it resonates, and I hope you have a very blessed day.